Did you see how hilarious it is, the difference between the army recording videos before Trump and after Trump? You gotta watch this.
There are those who see the challenges facing the nation and say, send me. They fight for country. They fight
was
for
not bad.
honor. They fight to win. Do you have what it takes? Find out at goarmy.com/warriors.
I want to join the US Army after watching this video. Welcome everybody. We're going to be talking about army recruiting videos before Trump and after Trump. My name is Mansu. I'm a former IDF Special Forces officer, and I have here with me Daniel Westland, who was a tank commander in the IDF and an Apache pilot in the US Army. And we're going to be watching these videos and either liking them or laughing at them.
That video was from several years ago. That's what I remember when I was going to join up, right? They're talking about being a warrior, a camaraderie, right? It actually gets your blood pumping. And then we had a slight change in how things looked in the newer generation of ads. All right. So first of all, right off the bat, using a cartoon format, I'm not sure how that exactly links up with a serious industry of killing bad guys. That's the cleanest army tent I've ever seen.
A soldier who operates your nation's Patriot missile defense systems.
Are they trying to recruit warriors?
Maybe it's for the anime
A
demographic.
little girl raised by two moms.
It's a very standard childhood.
Although I had a fairly typical childhood, took ballet.
Didn't all of us?
I also marched for equality. I like to think I've been defending freedom from an early age.
Any army on the other side of the planet watching this is laughing.
Paralyzed.
Yeah.
Doctor said she might
I think
never
China
walk.
officially started making
She
their
talked
invasion
about
plans
endless
after this.
pride to get back on her feet. Eventually standing at the altar to marry my other mom.
Oh man, so progressive.
It's a very
I
typical
finished high
childhood.
school at the top of my class, and then attended UC Davis, where I joined a sorority
Look at
full of
this.
other strong women.
These are sorority
As
girls.
graduation approached, I began feeling like I'd been handed so much in life, a sorority girl stereotype.
Exactly.
I'd
Okay,
spent my
fair
life
enough.
around inspiring women.
No, that's
But
fine.
what had I really achieved on my own?
No, that's a
One
good
of my
take.
sorority sisters was studying abroad.
You want to do something on your own?
Another was climbing Mount Everest. I needed my own adventures. My
Okay.
own
No, seriously, what kind of a warriors are you gonna get in your army
And
when you
after
show a
meeting
video
with
like
an army
this?
recruiter, I found it. A way to prove my inner strength and maybe shatter some stereotypes along the way. I'm U.S. Army Corporal Emma Malone Lord, and I answered my calling.
You want warriors when you go into the army, and you want to have the strongest army in the world. That's the purpose of the army. You want to be able to defeat your enemies. And when you make a video like that, who are you going to recruit? What kind of warriors are you going to start having? All these sorority girls that want to prove themselves, so they go to the army to fight. That's not. It's insane. If you compare that to the video before, it was all about get some and warriors and grit and going around, and they were moving very well. Also, like it literally showed a strong army. And then you got this exclusive, whatever word you want to throw in the air. That's not the kind of recruitment video you want to have. It's just pathetic the way it looked like. That's in my opinion.
Yeah. Well, look, I mean, talking about wanting to, go out on your own, fantastic. Okay, good. But all the messaging, it's kind of missing the main point of the military, which is killing. Right? I mean, we keep trying to oh, you can go there and discover yourself. The military is there in order to defeat America's enemies. That's what the army's for, the military, right? Not for you to shatter glass ceilings. The only glass ceilings you should be shattering is in enemy buildings, right? We're not. What are you worrying about all that? The messaging is just so off. I don't know what was going on in recruiting command.
No, it was oozing out of woke. That's what it was. It was oozing out of woke. You can see that in the video. Both parents were girls. One of them was a girl that pretended to be a guy. Sorry if I'm offending anyone, but it is what it is, And then that's not the kind of. That's not the mentality in the army. At least, in the IDF, no one cares if your parents are both boys or girls. No one cares if you had a glass ceiling or I don't know what. They care about how good you are in combat, how good you can fight, how trustworthy you are, and how much you can work in a team, and how lethal you are. Literally, that's how you get promoted, by the way. If you're a very good soldier and you're a very good commander, you become an officer. First of all, I think the US Army is an amazing diverse army. When you look at the minorities that you have there, you have like people, when you see interviews with the Delta Force, you see a lot of people that came from Hispanic, Black, White, Asians, and all kinds, but no one talked about it. No one cared. That's
Yeah,
what I felt.
no,
That was beautiful about the army.
yeah, absolutely. The way it used to be presented is like, we don't care what you look like. Everybody is green now, right? You're now your army. Of course, the uniforms aren't green anymore, but you get the point, right? That was the whole thing. Now we're all the same. But instead, the new what's the new push here? To show, yes, we're all so different from each other and separate. We're not one team. Each one is there for their own specific little self-real actualization goals.
Yeah, no, you can definitely see a huge drastic change from when Trump took office to before Trump. And I can tell you, even probably in the eyes of the enemies of the US, they're much more afraid of the US when Trump is in office or when a leader like that is in office. And it's okay. It's good when your enemies are afraid of you. Not your allies. They shouldn't be afraid of you. But when your enemies are afraid of you, that's a good thing. Some people, oh, you shouldn't be scary. Yes, an army should be very scary. One of the reasons that Israel avoided so many wars because all the neighboring countries around Israel were so terrified of Israel, and they kind of lost that fear during the years, and hence October 7 came. And then with the pager attack in Syria, Israel is getting that deterring power again, which is fear. It's fear. It's very clear to them that we will destroy them. And I think now people are kind of getting pretty scared of the US, all the bad guys. You can see that Iran is like talking, no, don't attack us, trying to pull a deal and everything. It's so clear the difference between when you're going woke and when you're going lethal. And an army should not go woke. It should go full on lethal.
Yeah. And also, before anybody turns this into a sexist thing, okay, just so we're clear, I met my wife in the army. She was an Apache pilot as well. Okay, she was there to be a soldier, not this this nonsense.
I know what I like about your wife, and that sounds pretty bad, starting that sentence, but I admire your wife. She's such a cool girl. When you meet her, you have no doubt that she's a female. She's not hiding it. She's not pretending to be something else. But when you talk to her, you see that she's a very sharp, very keen woman, and who know what she was. And when you hear that she was an Apache pilot, well, most men will just say, okay, hats off. This girl can handle herself. So yeah, undoubtedly, this is not a sexist thing or I don't know what, but there is a very clear message when the main character of your recruitment video is a lethal looking buffed male soldier or a sorority girl whose parents are both, LGBTQ, and she's all about, breaking glass ceilings. It sends a very clear message. When you see a guy that looks like, man, he's gonna crush my skull with both of his hands, and when you see a girl like that, it sends a clear message. It's not about being sexist, misogynist, or I don't know what. It's just a clear message.
We have to remember, what's the goal of recruiting? It's to get people in, right? And then depending on the messaging, those are who are you targeting here? You want people that are there to join a team, fit into the team, be part of the team, and then go get rid of the enemy team. That's what you're looking for here. You're not looking for somebody who's there for their individualism, as it were. I mean, of course, if you can get something out of it, fantastic. That's most people get a lot out of being in the military, right? You learn a lot of great things. You learn a lot of discipline. You learn teamwork, but you're not there for some personal quest.
Yeah. No, when you said who are you trying to recruit, it kind of remind me also what happened to the film industry. We're going sideways a little bit here, but during the woke peak time in the US, it seems like the whole film industry was hijacked just to please this gay girl that is sitting in a Starbucks and will come and say, I hate that video because it doesn't have girls in it, or I don't know what. And a lot of the good TV series that we're really looking forward to got completely ruined. And you need to know, like, if you're going to watch a movie about war, you want to watch war. If you're going to watch a movie about Navy SEALs, you want to see Navy SEALs running with guns and jumping out of helicopters. And that's the crowd that is going to come and watch your video. So if you try to appease a very small, loud minority that doesn't represent the majority of people, you're gonna lose the crowd. The same thing I think with the army. If you look at it, I mean, who are the most of the people that join the army? Is people that actually either wanna, because they love army stuff and they really believe that they should go and fight and defend for the country, strong, brave men and women of valor, or people that maybe that's an opportunity for them to go and get out of poverty and get a better life, and they get a lot of things out of it. But if you start doing that, I mean, the people that would enjoy that video most likely will not join the army. They will just come and say, yeah, good, finally, it's exclusive.
Yeah,
That's
that's
stupid.
yeah, absolutely. I mean, the demographic that's being targeted here is the demographic that's more likely to be on a campus somewhere burning a flag, not wearing it on their shoulder.
Yeah, exactly. Well, let's show now the new video that came. So the first one was from last Trump's administration, and now we have the new one that came. I think it's hilarious.
Stronger people are harder to kill.
Other people are harder to kill.
There we go. Short and sweet.
Yeah, brilliant. It will barely any words, just a strong guy lifting up weights, running around. Stronger people are hard to kill. It's brilliant. It's brilliant. It's exactly what the army is all about. Stronger people are hard to kill. You want to make people strong.
Yeah. In another episode, I think we should talk about the Marines because they've never messed up their recruiting.
Ah, yeah? They have good ones?
They're good. They're very good.
That's cool. So the woke didn't manage to ooze its way into the Marine Corps?
No.
Impressive. Maybe we should do that. Well, guys, if you enjoyed this video, let us know in the comments. We would like to do more videos like this about recruitment videos, not only in the US, but also from around the globe. I think there's a very, very interesting ones, including very hilarious ones. So thanks for sticking around, and see you next time.